So in this routine, I'm going to be sharing how to loosen or release lower back muscles. And these are muscles that radiate the pain down. It starts on the side of the spine, but then it really tightens up on the side and it radiates down the hip. So you can also feel it in the piriformis, and it does affect the piriformis. So these are lower back muscles that tighten up a lot because these are postural muscles. And so when we're sitting for a long period of time, slouched over, or it's just for a long period of time in general, then they start to tighten up, especially when there is a lack of support in the lumbar area. So this video is going to help you, it's going to show you a step-by-step routine to release these muscles with different self-release tools that you can use at home. So the paraspinal muscles include the Erector Spinae Group and the Quadratus Lumborum, which we will be focusing on in this video. So the Erector Spinae muscle group consists of 3 muscles that work as a unit to perform spinal extension. So these muscles are the Iliocostalis, Longissimus, and Spinalis. They all originate from the lumbar spine. So these are deep, powerful muscles. Keep in mind that these are deeper muscles, and it's important to use the right tools to try to access them. So when we're going to be doing the releases, make sure to relax as much as you can and try to get deeper through the muscle tissues. The multifidus is also another important lower back muscle that we want to aim to release because it does form trigger points and it tightens up. And part of its function is rotation, side bending, as well as extension. So it does tend to work a lot and tighten up and cause lower back pain. Some of the primary symptoms related to Iliocostalis or the Erector Spinae Group tightness are pain and spasms related to lower back pain and myofascial pain as well in the lumbar area. They can also cause referred pain felt in the pelvis and down the glute. In regards to the Quadratus Lumborum, so this is a back muscle, but it's also part of the deeper core. It extends from the transverse abdominal muscles, and it's considered part of the posterior deep core muscle group. So we want to also release it in this video, up as well. It can cause hip length discrepancy where we have a situation of uneven hips where one hip is elevated, and it can cause tightness on one side. So I'm hoping that with these releases, you're gonna not only get relief, but also help balance any postural issues that you're experiencing. So for this routine, I'm gonna be using a foam roller and a massage ball. I highly recommend that you invest in a massage ball, or you can also do this with a tennis ball. The reason is because it just helps us get deeper into those muscles that are on the side of the spine. And you can also work on other smaller muscles that it's just kind of hard to release them with just a foam roller. We're gonna get started with just some foam rolling for the mid-back. You're gonna place a roller behind your back, and we're just gonna cross our arms to open up the upper and mid-back. You can also put your hands behind your head for support and just kind of bring your elbows together and just slowly roll up and down. We're gonna avoid rolling the lower back here, so just stay in that mid-back, upper back area. So step number 2, I'm gonna grab the massage ball, and I just wanna get into the side of the spine. Lay on that massage ball for putting pressure. All right, so we're gonna grab the massage ball and just place it just below your rib cage. Try to relax. And then you can move it to the other side. You may notice that just one side is way tighter than the other. So spend more time there. All right, so if you have trouble getting on the floor to do this exercise, or it just feels a little too much, you can do this against the wall, and this is actually my favorite technique. So you're just gonna place the massage ball here, and again, the side of the spine, and you can just roll up and down. And then when you feel an area that's really tight, just press on it a little more. This really helps to also release any pain in the shoulder blade area. And I do advise you to like roll from all the way up the side of the spine all the way down, because these muscles, they run all the way along the spine. So often there's lots of tightness at the top that just is referred down. So we don't want to be missing any trigger points. So make sure that you actually start all the way up and roll all the way down. And you can switch sides. It also helps to just kind of look at the anatomy of these muscles to just help you position the massage ball properly. In the lumbar side area here, right here, where that hip bone ends, that's kind of where the QL starts. So make sure to spend more time there, maybe 30 seconds just on that spot. Put more pressure there to release that QL. There are a few stretches and mobility exercises you can do as well to help open up that area and release that tightness. Of course, for mobility, I really highly recommend the cat-camel movement. Open up the thoracic spine. And another stretch as well is to just get into that child pose and really stretch out your arms. And from here, to release the QL more, to just to target the QL, just kind of move your arms to one side while trying to keep your torso straight. You're gonna feel a nice stretch on the side of your back. And then do the same on the other side. Another good stretch as well is lift up your arm, reach out to the side. You can do this stretch seated. If you experience this pain, at your desk, you can also do it standing. There's also one more stretch I want to share. The gentle supine stretch. Let your legs fall to the side to help stretch out this area here. Do the same thing on the other side. So this stretch is really good for stretching the paraspinal muscles. We can also grab the foam roller at the end and do a few mobility stretches. So you just want to lean back, open up that chest. Help avoid these muscles from continuing to tighten, it's really important to work on strengthening that inner core to provide the support needed for the spine. This is going to add another layer of support for your spine. So highly recommend that you grab the deep core mini training, because it's just the essential program that I advise everyone to follow, because in 1 week you can transform your core strength and you can just feel so much more supported, and you'll see that your pain is going down and you don't have these lower back issues at the end of the day when you feel that tightness building up. So just strengthening your core, providing support for the lumbar spine is really important. And when you feel that tightness creeping back, follow this simple routine and I'm sure you're gonna feel so much better. If you need help with deep core exercises, I have a free PDF that includes the best exercises to activate and strengthen the transverse abdominis. Make sure to grab it, the link is below the video.